Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We are doing a good old-fashioned first impressions where I'm going to test out a product that is not really OMG or WTF, but it's something new that I wanted to put to the test and do check-ins and see how it wears. And I was at my local CVS and I spotted a couple of new items from Covergirl that say that they will last all day long. And whenever that is the case, I, in my brain, am like, well, we shall see about that. I want to see how this performs, if it really is long wear. You guys know I love makeup that I don't have to touch up and fuss with, so long wear products are some of my favorite items ever. And also, I want to say, because of this guy right here, the Advanced Radiance Powder that I am obsessed with, I have been using this non-stop underneath my eyes to set my concealer. I am the shade 105 underneath my eyes, and then on my face I use shade 115 from time to time. But my point is, because I've been so into this Covergirl powder, seeing that they have a new Outlast All Day Mattifying Powder, it made me kind of excited. And they also have a concealer, so hey, why not try them both? I did pick up all the shades so that I could swatch them and share with you guys. So for the powder, they have the Outlast All Day Matte Powder. This is a new look. I don't know if it's new formula as well now that I'm actually holding the package in my hand and having like a little stare down with it. Maybe this is something they had before. Is it? It says to use with the Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. That's actually not my favorite foundation ever. I am wearing my Fiona Stiles matte foundation. Go figure, I use that one all the time. But I wanted to use a foundation that I know I love so I can really see how the powder is working. So this powder obviously is pressed. It comes in a compact. You will find the packaging on an actual hanger display like this. And we have the shade Fair to Light, Light to Medium, and Medium to Deep. For the concealer, it comes in the same hangy kind of a package and sealed in your little case right here. And this is the Outlast All Day Soft Touch Concealer. Now this is Fair, number 810. I also have 840 medium. I feel like there are other shades, but I didn't see them at my local CVS. So I grabbed these two so that we would have more than one to swatch. But I think one of these is gonna work, or maybe I can use them both together and customize a shade. So what I'm gonna do now is crack into these items. I'm gonna scoot you guys a little bit closer and we are going to get to the application. It's 10:47 a.m. I will be doing check-ins where I sit back down and we will have like the timestamp and we'll see throughout the day how this is wearing, if I have to do a lot of touch-ups, if the concealer creases, if it truly is an Outlast product. So let's get to application and just get on with it because my makeup looks really crazy right now. All right, guys, I have you zoomed in and we can see everything that's going on. And I feel like the kind of purple magenta eye look that I have right now is just really making my under eye area look even more exaggerated. So I'm excited to put some concealer on. I also want to let you guys know that underneath my foundation, I did use this little guy right here, the Outlast Primer. This has been around for a while, so it's nothing brand new, but I was just feeling like it would be better to theme it out and use a bunch of Covergirl products. So this is underneath the base, but let's get to taking a look at these two shades right here. I have not squeezed them up yet. Let's do that. Oh, that actually happened really fast. Okay, so this one right here is medium. That actually looks pretty light. So this is medium, and then we have fair. I feel like I'm gonna go with fair first, and if it's just like too light, then I'll take a little bit of medium on top of it. And I am gonna use the applicator that they have on this tube. It is designed to go straight on the skin. You know, there's no doe foot applicator. It's kind of spongy, so I feel like it is meant to help you out a little bit with the application. Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, that is actually a lot thicker than I thought it would be, which I actually enjoy. I like a concealer that covers. I don't want it to be too liquidy. I'm gonna blend that in so we can see a dramatic before and after from eye to eye. It smells really, really strange. I can't even really describe it. It's not even just like chemical, it smells like medicine-y. Ooh, that is covering. Ooh, I like it. I went up into my eyeshadow a little too far. Gosh dang it. Ignore that. Okay, but this looks good. Look at that. Oh, dang. Covergirl. What? Okay, going in to the other eye. Oh, it smells like a medicine marker, like how a marker smells, like a felt tip pen, but like also like medicine. Eesh, that is like, you know, there is something chemical in there that is not good for you, but it's gonna make you look awesome. So you just kind of like grin and bear it. This is super impressive. I did not think that I would like this as much as I'm liking it, because in the past, I have not enjoyed CoverGirl concealers. I've put them in videos where I'm like, products that I don't like, and it's always been CoverGirl concealers that I've had a really, really hard time with. So this is really shocking me right now, you guys. I am like having a moment because this is looking really, really nice. It is drying down matte, but it's not crinkly or crunchy. It gives a nice amount of coverage, but it's not overly heavy. I kind of almost feel like I could layer it up just a tiny bit if I wanted to, just for testing it out. Let's see if we can layer a little more on my more like problematic right here area. Ooh, I like it a lot. I think maybe I would be more of a light medium, but they didn't have that one. So we're just kind of getting an idea of what this concealer as far as coverage and the finish is. And I like both of those things. It blended in really, really nicely. I just used a dampened beauty blender. And now what I'm gonna do is take the Outlast All Day Matte Finishing Powder in Fair to Light. And I am just going to pat this underneath the eye. It does come with a mirror, but like, is that not the weirdest mirror you've ever seen in a compact ever? Like, it is so tiny. What the heck? And it's kind of like not even in the center. That's kind of odd to me. But you know what? If the product works, then really who cares? I get ready in front of my own mirror on my vanity, so I don't really care that much about that. But I just think it's kind of funny. Okay, that has a lot of coverage in it. So I'm not gonna bake today. I'm just going to use this powder to set underneath my eye, let it do its thing, see how long this holds up just on its own, because normally I would bake, but I'm just curious if this is such a long wearing powder, how many hours we can get out of it. So now on the rest of my face, I am gonna take the shade 830. This is the light to medium, because the lighter one I think is just gonna be a little bit too light for the rest of my skin, but I like to brighten underneath the eye, so that's why I used the lighter one there. But let's just mattify the skin. This powder definitely has a little bit of coverage to it. And then just because I have it here, I'm gonna take the medium to deep, and let's see if I can like kind of contour a little bit with it. Let's just see like what kind of color it is. That's a trick that you absolutely can do with any brand of products. If there is a powder that is a couple shades darker than your skin tone, you can definitely use it for a little face shaping, perimeter of the skin, a little bronzing, a little contour. I do that quite a bit. All right, guys, I'm feeling super mattified so far. I'm really, really into it. I really thought I would like the powder and not the concealer. That was just my gut instinct. But at the moment, I'm liking them both. We're gonna see how long they wear. I'm gonna finish up my makeup and I will be right back. The rest of the makeup is on. I want to report to you guys that my blush and bronzer went on incredibly smooth. This is an extremely mattifying product. It is not luminous whatsoever. Sometimes when you get a mattifying powder, there's still like a little bit of shine and a little bit of glow. This has none. It is very flat, but it is not chalky, chunky, cakey, any of those bad things that you might associate mattifying powders with. So for right now, I'm really into it. If it holds true and stays like this, I think we have a winner. The concealer is really great. I have to kind of see how it's gonna wear throughout the day, if it creases, but as far as like the initial application you guys saw, it covered up my dark circles really quickly. It dried down matte as well. So I'm into it. I'll see you guys in just a little bit. 1 o'clock and my makeup is still mattified. This is kind of a dream come true for me, because usually even after 2 hours of wear time, I will have some shininess. I will have some kind of, you know, makeup breaking apart on my face. It's just kind of how my skin is. I have oily, combo, dry, really chaotic skin that is, you know, like, I don't want to say I hate my skin. I like my skin, but it's just a little all over the place and very moody. So when I can find a mattifying product that actually keeps my skin looking really matte, I get super excited. So right now in this very moment, I'm like checking out my face and I'm like, ooh, We are not looking oily, greasy, or messy. I'm loving it. The concealer has not creased. It has stayed put. So I am going to say we're continuing this with a thumbs up, but I will check in with you guys in another couple of hours. You guys, it is 5 o'clock and I have had this makeup on all day. I just got back home. I have been out and about. And I have to say, I am really, really impressed that I have not had to powder. I feel like right now I probably could use a little powder, which I want to do on camera right here to see if this cakes up or gets weird, because usually by the time I reach a point in the day where I feel a little bit shiny and I want to powder my skin, for some reason it just starts to speed up, and then like an hour later I'm like, oh man, more shine, more like blotting it down, and then an hour after that it's the same thing, and then by the end of the night you're looking in the mirror and you're like, things just look a little crazy. So I want to see if it goes crazy or if it actually layers well. That's what I'm going to do right now. But all in all, like looking in the mirror, my skin normally gets way, way worse than this. I know it already looks kind of like oily and a bit of a mess, but I have to say, putting this on this morning and that it's now 5 o'clock, many hours have passed and it's still pretty good. So, but let's just kind of dig into here and blot the face just a tiny little bit. It's really surprising to me sometimes that when I'm trying out so many different products, I am a little judgmental, and sometimes I really think I'm not gonna like certain things. But part of the fun of doing this on my channel is that I get to be proven wrong, like even in my own instincts with picking up makeup. I did not think that this was gonna be so good. I mean, I had hope for the powder because I love that other Covergirl powder so much, but the concealer, honestly, I thought was gonna be pretty awful. And let's mention the concealer right now at this check-in. It's still doing really good. It's still brightening underneath the eye, but not too much. It is still there doing a good job. My dark circles are under control, but they're not totally masked and like overly makeup-y, do you know what I mean? And there's no creasing. It's still like really matte and good underneath there too. So for 5 o'clock, guys, we're doing pretty good. I'm gonna let this wear a few more hours and I'll be back again soon with another check-in. It's 9:28, you guys, and I have not touched up my face at all any more than what you saw in the last check-in, which I was worried that once you do that kind of initial like touch up, you have to go down that cycle of needing more and more and more. That has not been the case. My skin looks really good. It's really mattified still. I'm really loving this and I'm gonna keep using it. This is not sponsored at all. This is not, I paid for the product myself. I'm not working with Covergirl. I've never worked for them. Sometimes when I get like overly gushy about product, I fear that people will accuse me of that, but it is what it is. I like this product a lot. I am surprised that I like it more right now than my Rimmel Stay Matte that has been my go-to for years and years and years. This just has done a beautiful job mattifying my skin, and I also really love the concealer. The only thing I don't like is the really ridiculous size of mirror that you have in the compact, but you won't be touching up your makeup a lot because this does stay on the face locked in tight all day long, so you really don't have to worry about it. So that's fine. Yeah, that's where we're at. I'm gonna wear this again tomorrow and probably the next day. And I'm really, really happy that I discovered this, and that concealer is just, it's so good. So I highly recommend it. Thumbs up, first impressions. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave me comments, share the video, hit the like button, and I love you guys so much. I will see you all in tomorrow's video. Mwah.